Full disclosure. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe that that there's a certain right that the people need to know certain things and stuff, and they should have full disclosure on certain issues. But when it comes to the issues of national security and classified information, we simply just truly don't have a need to know. But just think about if you start talking about classified information and then you tell somebody not to say it, not to tell anyone, what does the human nature more often than not do? They turn around and go tell everybody. You tell somebody, don't say this, don't repeat this. It's like, man, they can't hold their water. What is it about humanity that they simply can't hold their water? Now, when I watched this press conference yesterday with Donald Trump, as well as, in the press, he actually came out with the press, and it's like it was in a boxing match. That's basically what I said. I seen a political boxing match. And I saw that President Donald Trump, you got to understand, people in this country, they have been so infeminized. And in this country, people try to whoop you with words. When they're not greater in power and might or anything like that physically, they'll try to overcome you either with the system or whoop you with words. Well, this man right here is not going to be whooped by words. As a matter of fact, you can actually see that when you really truly look at it, it looks like that he really truly enjoyed. Did y'all hear what I said? It looked like he enjoyed that press conference. And you could see the pain on the press face. And henceforth, let's coin the statement, his pleasure came at the expense of the press's pain. And you might as well press fake news, all of you. You might as well get ready for 4 years of gloves off. And you're used to a soft-spoken coward. That's what you're used to. You're used to a person that is accustomed to being bullied and run over. And that's just simply not going to happen here. Pretty much, Trump is almost like a maverick. And I understand his demeanor. I understand his character because I'm somewhat cut out of that mold myself. I'm not going to let people just sit up there and run over me and rock me on my heels, even in the comment section. The comment section, social media has become the platform to where everybody thinks they're the keyboard Incredible Hulk. And they believe that they can just get out there and say anything they want. And you not say anything back. That's like, I had a debate on biblical marriage last November, okay? And immediately, my opponent immediately comes right out the box, lying and start throwing disparaging comments and start, just making up crap and stuff and just start making personal attacks rather than sticking to the subject. And once or twice, in the midst of my answer, I would hit back, then I would get immediately back to the subject because I knew what that coward was trying to do. He was trying to divert the subject. He was trying to divert the attention of the subject and trying to divert the minds of the people off of the subject so that they wouldn't pay attention to the reason why we were there, because he just wasn't prepared for that debate. He couldn't handle it. And so he resorted to tactics of deflection, denial, and a whole bunch of other stuff, which I'm fully aware of. And I stayed the course, and I was commended for it. But you got to comprehend this and understand this, that most people just simply do not want you to know the truth, no matter what that truth is. And so you'll get people that come back on there. If I made one or two comments back to him in response, they will say, all I saw was a bunch of name calling. That's because they have this emotion, this visceral, from the very beginning. And then they end up joining on the side and erring on the side of informal discourse or error. Let me just put it like that. And it's just a sad situation. The minds of people in this country are just gone. It's literally gone. I can only hope that we can get them back before this war comes, because it's coming. But I tell you what, I told you, get your popcorn. This ain't gonna be something else. But you know what? This issue with Russia is no plaything. There's something undermining. There's some government shadow underneath that's trying to control world events, even to this point right now. And I don't think that President Donald Trump is safe for 1 minute. Not with that thing up there called the CIA, the FBI, and anything. I'm telling you, he's just not safe. We've seen the posture of people like him and Kennedy and Reagan. And I'm going to keep on reminding us of this. I'm going to keep on reminding us of this. And we all know what happened with them. And I only hope, I don't wish death upon nobody. I really truly don't. But we're going to look at the facts. We're dealing with some professional gangsters in this country.